Jambo, Gina yangu ni.
My name's Jan Brashler. I'm a professor and curator of anthropology at Grand Valley State University.
My name is Jonathan Bluck. I'm a junior here at Grand Valley State University.
Jonathan is one of our student lab assistants, and unlike a lot of students at Grand Valley who find anthropology as a second career, Jonathan came to Grand Valley really specifically interested in majoring in anthropology with a pretty strong interest in museum studies and displays.
I had the most delightful pleasure to actually learn about the Maasai culture.
We decided to give him an opportunity to develop the two little cases that we have here.
It's called A Glimpse of Cultural History, a Maasai story. Since there's many Maasai stories, I just wanted to call it a Maasai story. We kind of introduce who the Maasai people were. That's kind of been actually the whole entire purpose and point of this whole entire display, is looking from like what would be deemed as traditional to what is deemed as modern. The Maasai culture, like any kind of culture, has a large vast of it. We just couldn't fit all of it in one in these two little displays.
But this one has some really interesting information, and I think the interactive nature of it with the QR codes makes it a little bit more lively.
From colonial history, I went down into like the pastoral history, which I understand is an important aspect of your culture, and wanted to just like kind of dedicate a whole entire shelf to that as well, and have the calabashes and telling what they are.
The gourd is a wild plant.
And this whole entire, basically this display cabinet is kind of dedicated to the beadwork, which is, I understand, is an important aspect of your culture. And then from going down more, we have the necklaces, which of course more traditional on the left and more modern on the right. I decided to put in the Jiko, which I understand is the grilling stove and where you guys cook.
Museum studies have undergone a lot of change as well over the years, because it used to be the experience of doing a display about people, and those people have never been engaged in the conversation.
Video university. Oh, unapika na unashika sata ba unaona? Huyu ni wewe.
It's done with the people who are being represented by the objects and the text and so forth. It's not being done to them.
Ni toto yo. Na sata ba. Sata ba unaona? Ni wewe. Chai. Sio.
That's what we should be doing as anthropologists. We should be sharing the stuff that we do back in the community that we have been working with.
It was an absolute honor to to learn about you guys' culture.
Ni mzuri sana. Ni mzuri kabisa. Sasa umejaribu.
She says you've tried really hard and she likes it. It's very good.
Ikika hapa mwezi karibu mwezi 4 hapa Maasai. Naanza kujua kila kitu.
So she's telling if Jonathan comes here and stays for 4 months, he'll learn everything about the culture. Yeah.
He can explain to anyone who have never visited Kenya about the Maasai culture. Yeah, basically have done it.
The technology of doing anthropology is so different now than it was when I first began in this discipline. And I don't care whether you're talking about archaeology or cultural anthropology or linguistic anthropology or biological anthropology. The technological changes that we have in computers and and chemistry and all of those kinds of things have really made this a much more vibrant and exciting time to be an anthropologist, I think.